Up next on the Tesla Plaid channel. Welcome back to the Tesla Plaid channel. It's March 31st, 2022. We're headed out to Bradenton Motorsports. It's our first time out here in a couple of months. We've had a lot of rainy weather. This car was in the shop for about 3 weeks being repaired. So we've been looking forward to getting back out here again. It's nice that we can run flat out at Bradenton now, up to 150 miles an hour anyway, which this car usually stays under, which is good, because I don't want to add a parachute. Let's see if we can get a bunch of 9.3s tonight, but it depends on a lot of things: weather, wind, track conditions. Let's see how we do. We're out of Bradenton Motorsports Park. We've been looking forward to getting out here now for a couple of months. Keep getting rained out, and then our car was being repaired. Well, made it out here, but we got the headwind from hell. I'm not sure exactly how much wind we've got, but no one's going to be setting a personal best tonight. You can see these flags. I'm sure you can hear it on the microphone. It is really windy. We're trying to be somewhat educational here on the channel, and I mentioned it before. Wind does have a definite effect on drag racing. So that is why we are not going to hit anywhere near 150 miles an hour tonight. I think 145 might be lucky with this wind. It's a lot of wind. So far we got 2 Mustangs, 2 Vets, and 2 Teslas. I wonder who's going to race who. My buddy just picked up this P100D, a late 2016. All right, first run of the night. I'm running my buddy's P100D. He just got it. And I'm gonna give him a generous move on this. Let's see how generous I can be and still catch him at the big end. We're gonna also see how deep we can get into launch control. All right, launch control coming. Preparing for launch. Let's see, here he goes. That's probably enough. Yeah, we should still get him. Here we go. That's probably enough. Yeah, we should still get him. Here we go. Felt like a strong pass. We started that pass at 95% battery state of charge. It's early still, the track just opened, so there's not a lot of fast cars. That P100D might well be the fastest car out here other than this Plaid.
937.
Thank you. Well, considering how strong that headwind is, this 937 ain't too bad. 148.6 miles an hour. If there was no wind, I'd guess that would have been a 150 mile an hour run. And if it was a tailwind, it probably would have been 151 and change. Let's see if we can talk to that driver of the P100D. How was your pass, your first pass?
11.20 and then 11.15. So that's the fastest the car's ever run.
And that's 117. What was your trap on that? 118 even. Yeah. The wind cost me a little bit, but not too much. It did a 937 and 148, which could have been 150 without that wind. But oh, wow. Let's see if I go down. Hey, you got a new car.
Hey, Andrew. Yeah.
It's an M8, right?
Yeah.
Competition or? Yeah? Can we go down?
Yeah.
Say again? Oh, absolutely. Okay. I'll let your back tire get over the start line. All right, we got a BMW M8 Competition here. And he's running 10s. I'm gonna give him a generous move. All right, we're not quite at peak performance ready on this second pass. We were letting it cool down for a minute over there. It says 2 minutes remaining for drag strip mode. Okay. I'm gonna let him move until his back tire gets about that far. Oh yeah. Well, his back tire gets about that far. Oh yeah. 158, 60 foot's pretty good for that BMW.
930.
930, all right, thank you.
You're getting faster and faster.
Yeah.
Watching your channel.
All right. He says he's watching the channel. 930, 147.88. You guys can see those flags waving in the breeze. There's a lot of wind out here still. And there's a storm coming in, so I don't think we're going to get a break from the wind tonight. So if the BMW left pretty close to the light, I left at 7/10 after green. Definitely a move. I didn't want to give him more than a full second, of course. Hey, thanks for the run, man.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
Can I get a picture of the slip?
Yep.
Was it a pretty consistent time to your previous pass?
I've been right around 11.
Hey, Joe. Imagine seeing you at the drag strip. I recognize that car.
Yeah.
So you're at 90%?
90%.
All right, I'm at exactly 90% as well. And you're probably already peak performance ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
So you made 2 passes, I made 2 passes, and this is about as even as it gets except the wheels.
Wheels.
All right, we'll see what difference it makes.
That's what you do.
All right. All right, for this next run, it's going to be some plaid on plaid crime. If this blue plaid in the lane next to us looks familiar, yes, that used to be my car. Sold it to my buddy Joe, and he still brings it out to the drag strip. So this run is going to be like racing in a mirror. It's going to come down to either reaction time or the fact that he's on the 21-inch wheels and I'm on the 19s. But it could be close, so I don't want to give him too much on this tree. He's been known to cut a good light at times. In fact, I think he's treated me several times. Oh, he's going to hurry up so we can get into that launch mode. Oh, this is going to work. Okay, cool. We're getting deep into launch mode.
Here you go. This is Tesla on Tesla Crime. The Andrew in the Tesla Plaid.
Now, oh, he red light. And he's a little bit out of me. I don't think I'm going to catch him, but remember, he did red light.
Oh, he got taken at the line, but can he run him down with the 19s? No.
Now, oh, he red lit. And he's a little bit out of me. I don't think I'm going to catch him, but remember, he did red light. Yeah. It'll be curious to see how the ETs stack up. You red lit just a little bit.
I red lighted.
Just a tiny bit. Let's compare the ETs.
Y'all gonna be a close race right here.
It was close.
12 or 936.
And he had
948.
all right.
1/10 of a second difference, and that's because Andrew has 19s on his completely stock Model S Plaid, and the other driver in the twinsies blue Tesla has 21s. But the 21 got the reaction time, got the jump, so we got the run.
Oh man, my reaction was horrible. 0.182. Good thing he red lit, otherwise he'd have beat me. The time slip guy, I'm not sure if you heard him, he said he ran a 948 in the other Plaid, and we had a 936. 148.15 mile an hour for this Plaid with a 152 60 foot. Let's compare the complete slips between both cars. We're on the Pirellis tonight. I took the Nittos off this morning. I didn't want to run the Nittos up to 150 miles an hour. The Pirellis are the better tire for high speed. Let's talk to Joe and look at his slip.
All right.
Man, it is a good thing that you red lit because you'd have beat me otherwise.
That was really close.
It was.
It felt really close. I mean, I know I read.
Yeah, not by much. 05.
Still 948.
The 60 foots are pretty close. I had a 152 to your 153. I was 608 to half track. And then our mile an hour were really close. 148, 15 for me, 148, 35 for you. But another 9, what is that? 938? My reaction point 182 was really mediocre. So if you'd have had almost anything under that, you could have taken me at the finish line still. It's too bad they don't show the finish line margin on these, but I'll add up all the numbers.
That was a good run.
Yeah, everything even otherwise. I mean, all right, unfortunately that Vega wouldn't run me. He wanted to go solo. But there's a blue Supra here that looks interesting. Yeah, the Vega's no time, so I have no idea what he's running. Freshly prepped track. This Vega's the first car down. I want any line but his. Oh, he's all over the track. Look at the squiggles here. All right. Okay, he rolled through, so I'm gonna have to wait for him to come back. All right, we're on a Pro Tree over here, and I can see that Supra's no time. See if I can get one bulb here. Okay, Pro Tree. We know it's coming. There it goes. He's not going to catch me. He's got a lot of power though, I can see him. Hoping he'd leave on the tree, but it's not like I can wait and give him the move. Lose 3 or 4 tenths of a second. How'd I do?
9:35.
Thank you. So we're all 9:30 so far tonight. That's our 4th 9:30 in a row. 9:35, 146.6. We're still going into a significant headwind, so that's hurting a mile an hour. Reaction time on that Pro Tree, not great, 0.325. 150 60 foot and a 400 to the 330. 606 eighth mile at 118.5. So I think all the eighth miles have been 6.0s, all the quarter mile ETs 9.3s, anywhere from 146 to 148 miles an hour into the headwind. I was really hoping that Supra would leave on the tree, but that's what it was. I'm not expecting him to share his time slip. No time cars this track seem to take their no times a little more seriously than at showtime. That's all right. All right, we're gonna make one more pass against the blue Supra. I'm hoping he leaves closer to us. The Lexus wanted to go solo. We're drag strip mode, peak performance ready, 83% battery charge, so this run will take us down to 80. We're going to be on a Pro Tree again, so I'm going to try for a better reaction than the last one. This Lexus runs 8s, I'm told. 7.9 at 176 miles an hour. Holy mackerel. All right, I think I got a sticky line here. I'm told the Supra is also running 8 seconds, although he's got no time on his window. Okay, let's see if I can get into launch control here. All right, Pro Tree. I don't know where he's at. Is he back there or is he way back there? No lights on. most tracks require that you have headlights. Even Showtime is pretty strict about requiring all cars to have headlights. I say even Showtime because they're an outlaw track and generally have more lenient rules than these NHRA tracks. All right, we're at 80% battery state of charge after that run.
Any lower, you're going to be in a little trouble.
Yeah.
936.
Thank you. We're not going to get in trouble for running a 936. So there's our 5th 930 in a row. You know, the other Plaid out here with the 21-inch wheels hasn't run better than a 940 all night. We ran from 95% battery charge down to 80% over 5 runs, 3% per pass. And every pass was in the 930s. And the 21-inch Plaid also started with 95% battery charge. Didn't get a single 930 all night. The 19s are faster. And he's made a lot of passes. In fact, he's running in the 960s now because he's down in the 50% battery range. We should talk to him about that. All right, the other Plaid has run at least 10 passes tonight. Yeah, that's a 966 and 139 miles an hour on that pass. He went from 940s to 950s to 960s. How many passes was that?
I think I've hit like 14 passes.
Okay,
48%.
I would say based on your 48%, you've probably made 16 passes. Because at 3% per pass, you came in with 95%, right?
99. 98. 98.
But when you rolled in here, because you charged over at Sarasota, right?
No, at my house.
Oh, you charged at your house.
See, that's what you need to get a house here so you can live real close.
Yeah.
I can help you with that.
Okay, count it. I'm guessing you have 16 or maybe 17.
1, 2, 3, 9, 10.
Where's the rest? I know there's more in here.
That's the one
It's got to be, because 3% per
The
pass.
947 was my best. So it's time to get the 19s. So
Okay, 940s to start, 960s
down
down.
to 60s, and it's 50%.
Yeah, that's a lot of passes, man.
What's the lowest you've taken it on the track at?
40, 40%, and around a 9. All right, this white Foxbody Turbo Mustang got a parachute. It's on big tires, beadlocks. It's like something right out of Street Outlaws. All right, we're 80% battery stated charge. Drag strip mode, peak performance ready. This will be a pro treat.
All right, here we go. This is a 9-second Mustang against Andrew in the Tesla Plaid Channel's Model S Plaid.
I know he's going to want to build boost, but I'm hoping he leaves close to the light. All right, here we go. Pro treat. And he didn't leave on the light. And he's all over the track. 130, 160 foot though.
Andrew obviously got him on the light there. 9.381 for the Tesla Plaid.
Treat. And he didn't leave on the light. And he's all over the track. 130, 160 foot though. All I saw was a 130, 160 foot and that thing moving side to side. But he launched behind me. I think that car had the power to take us, but I thought we were done for the night before that run, but hard to pass up a Foxbody like that. I think that might have been his first run of the night. I hadn't seen that car here until just then. How'd we do?
938.
Another 930, I love it. Thank you. All right, we've had nights at the quarter mile where we did 5 930s in a row. Now we've got 6 930s in a row. 938, 146.73, a 152.60 foot, 608 to the 8th mile at 118.3, and the reaction time of 223 on the Pro Tree, not too bad. I mean, anything under 0.2 of a second, I'll be happy with in the Pro Tree. Pro Tree's tough. It was a fun night here at Bradenton Motorsports. 6 runs. We had a good variety of launches. We had 3 from the Sportsman tree and 3 on the Pro Tree. And of the 3 Sportsman trees, we gave the other car the move twice and only actually launched from the tree that one time when we raced the other Blue Plaid. Down to 77% battery state of charge now. Used exactly 3% per run. All of them in drag strip mode. Trying to use launch control on every pass now. Feel we're getting better at staging up launch control at the tree. First 100 or so passes, it was quite a challenge, but now that we're deep into 300 Plaid launches, we get better at the timing of it, and yet without double bulbing the other car, which is a real breach of sportsmanship. Good fun. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Tesla Plaid channel. Well, that's the most Plaid runs I've seen in one night.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to make that many. Hey, did your brake warning light come on at any point?
Did you get yours on?
No. At what point did it come on?
After 3 runs in a row.
Like 3 right back to back?
3 back to back. Yep.
But it wasn't like your first 3.
No.
Yeah.
No, it was probably into like the 7th or 8th run.
You were probably still warm from even the previous ones.
Yeah.
So,
but I didn't have, I didn't even have just the drive back from literally 130 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, that was easily like probably easily 6 or 7 runs in an hour, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I try not to do more than 4 or 5 in an hour. Like
Tesla needs to come out with some mud flaps, some cool looking.
Oh yeah, for the
amount of damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, old drag racing trick with the painter's tape.
Yeah, probably a painter's tape took down a 10th of a second anyway.
Yeah, something.
But that was a close race. Thanks for running against me.
Yeah.
I think it almost felt like I had you there.
Well, you crossed the finish line first.
Yeah, well, that was my old trick of the Corvette, remember?
Yeah, I do remember.
I'd red light you. That's the way we can.
I've seen that video more than once, so that was good. Good times.
Well, good to see you.
As always, if I don't see you out here next week, I'm at Showtime almost every week, and they've had some interesting cars out there. Last night there was both a 4-second Grand National and a 5-second Gasser vet, so they're getting some fast cars showing up.
Showtime.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
See you around, Andrew.
See you, Joe. Has it made a pass yet? Probably not.
It did actually. I made a pass last week.
Yeah.
With smaller profile rears.
Yeah.
And the fastest I got was an 11.19.
11.1.
I've already noticed, we've already tested it out with the wider, the taller tires.
Yeah.
It is getting better acceleration over 60.
Okay.
And it didn't trip the engine code on the P90D.
Yeah.
It flipped out traction control.
My Raven did
but
that.
after 100 miles, the P90D was just fine.
Really?
It relearned itself. After 100 miles, it gave no cruise control, and it would always like limit acceleration. But after 100 miles, it just magically was fine.
I wonder if I'd have driven the Raven longer with the little 35 series tires on there, if it would have relearned.
Like right at the 100-mile mark. And I figured it out because when we bought this car, it had 20s that were 245 35s in the front and 245 45s in the rear.
Oh, that's strange.
And I swapped the rims out between the 100 and the 90, and then the 90 flipped out.
Yeah.
And but it corrected itself. But I realized that those 45s at over 60 miles that were accelerating so much quicker. It just, I guess, helps the gear ratio.
Well, when I put the other tires on the Raven and it cut the power steering, that was the point at which I said, no. It did. Power steering disabled.
Yeah, you can't drive 100 miles without power steering.
Yeah.
No.
You know, traction control, I expected that. Autopilot disabled, all the different things before that. But once it said power steering disabled,
This one, though, weird, the 100D, it had the mismatched 245s, drove fine. I then put the right size 255, 275 rears, it drove fine. Then I upped the tire size again, it never once tripped a traction. I was shocked, but
Yeah. Sure, the sensitivity has changed for some other reasons. You know, the Raven had the permanent magnet motors in the front. Maybe that has something to do with it. Something different in the software map, but
yeah, we'll find out. I have the, as you can see, these have had their fair share fun on the X5. Definitely
Cool.
not new tires.
Well, I'm hoping to see a 10-second pass.
I hope so
out of it
too.
tonight.
11.19, and I got here that day with 89% charge.
You a
So
little
I'm here
higher
with
this time?
95% today.
I'm a 95 as well.
With this slightly taller tires, so hopefully I'll